This was the 72nd time she lifted the hem of her skirt. Although the man across from her still didn't understand what it meant, instinct finally drove him to pounce on her. The girl thought her plan had worked, but to her surprise, the next day when she went to the man's room again, she was politely turned away at the door. In order to help the prince release his urges, the butler found a peasant woman for him, and news of this quickly reached the princess's ears. She knew her son suffered from severe intellectual disabilities, but if such a thing were made public, it would undoubtedly become a shame for the royal family. The eldest princess, on the verge of breaking down, once again cast a pleading gaze at the girl before her. What she didn't realize, however, was that behind everything was Modesta, who looked harmless on the surface, but in fact was cunning and manipulative. From the moment she arrived at the manor, she had conceived wicked schemes. She first won the affection of the princess's granddaughter Mary, but since Mary was a girl, marriage was impossible, meaning Modesta couldn't secure her place. So Modesta began flirting with the manor's driver, Locke. But just when Locke fell for her completely and was determined to marry her, she unexpectedly discovered a frog prince hidden in the attic. That was when the explosive story truly began. Under Modesta's seductive advances, the prince couldn't resist her and soon became utterly dependent on her. The princess was exasperated with her foolish son, but since she couldn't find anyone else to comfort him, she reluctantly decided to find him a wife, and Modesta was clearly the most suitable candidate. Outwardly, the princess told her to stay at the manor a little longer, but in truth, she was already making preparations. Not only did she entrust Modesta with managing the family's accounts, she even asked the manor's CEO Cadis to teach her how to run the most important farming business. With her natural intelligence and relentless effort in everything she did, Modesta quickly earned the princess's approval. That night, while she was on a date with Mary in her room, there was a knock on the door. It was the princess. After coming in, the princess went straight to the point. She thought that the devout Modesta would hesitate and struggle at such an outrageous request, but to her surprise, after only a brief pause, Modesta agreed. Although pleased, the princess still gave her a stern warning. After marriage, she must never get pregnant, because she truly didn't want another monster in the family. Every word of their conversation was overheard by Mary, who was hiding under the bed. She couldn't understand why Modesta would agree to marry the frog. But Modesta's explanation was that even if she had to sacrifice herself, she wanted to stay at the manor forever, just to be with Mary. Innocent Mary was so touched, she nearly cried. She could never have imagined that after she left, Modesta was secretly ecstatic, almost to the point of madness.